What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Draper J, aka Brother Baldhead, aka the Mustache Man, aka Mr. Brown Sipper. And I'm back like Stephen A. Hairline, here with another episode of Monday Night Mafia. As I said, once again, this is Draper J, Draper Jackson, whatever you want to call me, whatever you're comfortable with. Like I said, I've been called worse. You know what I'm talking about? So let's get into the elephant of the room, in the room rather. We all know this guy, him over there. Kind of like a kid is scared to get in trouble. They know, like, if they tell him their bigger cousin, he might, get his ass beat, get their ass beat later on. Not him, that guy. Yeah, jjwatt decided to chase that cheddar, decided to chase that money to go to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, my whole thing is this. With JJ going over there, I mean, and first things first, everybody out there who's a Bills fan who's now talking about JJ this, JJ that. Nah, y'all were some of the same ones that was on the same train. So let's keep that same energy. We lost out. Yeah, JJ's old. He didn't put up the same numbers. But the same thing, like I was saying, that he gave us, like, in the previous few shows, if you've been watching since I've been going live, where with JJ Land, go back and check that show out. If you want to check that out, what I said back then. He gives us double team. He instantly becomes the leader of the defense. It's the same thing he gives the Arizona Cardinals. But like I said, and they're not a contender, but they were a good team. When the Arizona Cardinals played us, they had one game with the Hail Mary or the Fail Mary, what I like to call it. When they beat us that game, or at that point of the season, they had the number one offense. They had things over there working. They had a pretty decent team. I mean, he threw me off. Like I said last year, I thought maybe it'll be something like Seattle, Pittsburgh. I kind of have a feeling Green Bay was going to be out of play for them because of, I've heard that they don't get into bidding wars. You know what I'm saying? On a few of these shows, they say they don't get into bidding wars. So Green Bay, but I was like, you never know. They needed help on their defensive line. So I thought it might be, if it wasn't us, it was going to be like the Titans, somebody who had a chance that maybe if they add one piece, that'll be something that'll kind of get them closer to what they want to be. But I kind of thought it was just going to be us and maybe the Browns. Excuse me. So with JJ, what I want to say about that with JJ, I'm not upset. I really would have liked to upgrade their defensive line. Maybe, and like my guy DM3, he's been on the keep Jerry Hughes train. Me, I'm kind of like, hey, Jerry, we done had you for a minute. I mean, if it is what it is, like say he's been getting double teamed and the PFF stats saying he creates pressure, this and that and the third. Okay, that's cool. I understand that. I'm with that. But PFF, they kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth how they've been hating on us throughout the years. Like when Trey came into the league, he was arguably one of the best top young cornerbacks, and he didn't even make their top 5, top 10, things of that nature. So I could be looking at it through a biased lens. But with PFF, I really don't like to look at their stats. But if it is what it is, and he's really truly that double teamed or he needs help, okay, then now we'll shift away from JJ. Now I'm saying Von Miller. Then I heard that he's going through some type of legal issues at the beginning of the season. Maybe Von Miller may be out of the realm. I mean, he may be a late season pickup for somebody. If we draft this stud DN or we draft this stud defensive lineman, he doesn't pan out, injuries or whatever, and then Von Miller may be sitting out there week 6, week 7. I won't be against that. We probably can get him on a prorated fee. But with JJ, I mean, hats off to you. You went out there and got your paper. I can't hate. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? We were one game away from the Super Bowl, so that's what my mind is at. Like you said, it's hard to kind of critique or add to a 13-3 team, but that's what Brandon Beane is going to do leading to this season. Now, let me get into what the show was actually about. Of course, this is Josh Allen's season expectations. If you've been following my show from day one, I did one of these last year. I like I said, my expectations last year, he far exceeded those expectations. I had I was saying maybe 280 a game, maybe 70 on the ground. He threw for 300 yards like it was nothing. He passed out 300-yard games like it was candy on Halloween. But that was the thing he did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get at me. If you're watching this on let me take pause for the calls. If you're watching me over on YouTube, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the content I'm dropping. Or if you watch me over on Facebook, make sure you share, like, hit me with that like, you know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend that hashtag AATB is in. Let's make this thing trend. All right, let me get into the comment section. I see I got a comment here. My guy, A Rich, what to do? Appreciate you checking in. Is Von Miller a scheme fit? I really don't know. He seems like more or less like a 3-4 fit, but if he's just rushing the quarterback, can he play with his hand in the dirt? I mean, I think he can. He could be a baller. He is. He has a Hall of Fame career. So no matter where you line him up at, he should be able to fit in. But with the same thing with like that, I think he's gonna have some type of issues in the beginning of the season, like legal wise or whatever. I seen something like that, but I don't quote me on it. If I'm wrong, let me know. Throw me a comment. Let me know what's the deal with Von Miller at the beginning of the season. So I don't know what Denver's thinking, what they're gonna do. He may be a cap casualty. And then if they do let him go, that'll be good for him. Let him at least go. Let him chase his ring. I won't mind for us to get a Von Miller here. But like that ticket that they paid for jjwatt, I was very uncomfortable with. $15 million per, 23 guaranteed. Now I was more comfortable with if we could have maybe 9-10 million-ish, maybe even 11 got out of that, you know what I'm saying, for 2 years. But he went and chased that cheddar. He got 2 years, 31 million, 23 million guaranteed. Hey, can't hate on that. So let me get into my first subject. All right, passing yard prediction. All right, let me give you a rundown of some of our Bills fans, are very casual. They may not keep up with stats, but a lot of us do. His first season, he got 3,089 yards, 20 touchdowns. Well, not first season, second season, excuse me. 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. The next season, like I said, he far exceeded my expectation. Got 4,500 yards, 4,544 yards, 37 touchdowns. Passing yards prediction for me, I think with him being in his offense, with him learning, like just being comfortable, getting comfortable this year, because it showed he was comfortable this year in Daboll's offense, and Daboll isn't going anywhere. I predict maybe 5Gs, 5K. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he can get by 5,000? I think he can. I think he can get by 5Gs. All right, let's move over to touchdown prediction. All right, this last season combined, he had 46 touchdowns. So that's 36 in the air. If I'm not mistaken, eight on the ground, and he received 1. So my prediction is, I think he'll get 50 touchdowns in all. That's 44 in the air, 6 on the ground. And that's it. I don't like say the receiving touchdown. I really want to see. I didn't see him even doing that, catching a touchdown. But Davis likes that gadgetry. He likes to keep the defense, on their toes. So, they like to throw a few things in there, and it worked at one time. Now, hey, don't send our quarterback, our franchise quarterback out on the routes now. Let's not get crazy. Let me hit the water for a second. All right. Y'all let me know. What are y'all predictions? Passing yards, I said 5,000. Touchdowns, I said 50 and all. That's in the air and on the ground. And maybe a little gadgetry. You never know. He might catch 2 touchdowns this year. He might mouse somebody. That'd be something to see your franchise quarterback bounce up or bounce up on one of these DBs. Y'all hit me up in the comment section. Once again, this is all about the Bills, Monday Night Mafia. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're going through your day. No obstacles, no disruptions. If you check me out on YouTube, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, and people's elbow that notification bell to stay current on all content all about the Bills. If you check me out on YouTube, make sure you share and tell a friend that All About the Bills is in. So let me get into this next comment. Let me get into this comment right quick. All right. Hey, Rich, you right there with me. I think he get 5Gs too. Like I said, I mean, when you showed that one season that you've gotten comfortable in this offense, it's where, I mean, like, okay, if you didn't see the last year, Josh Allen's season prediction. I said, give me 8 consistent games. Give me 8 games like that Dallas game. Just be consistent. He gave me 8 games, but he gave me 8 games of 300 plus. And 2 of those games, he threw for 400 plus. So, I mean, if you're that comfortable in the offense to that point, so the next step, you just 500 away. And then, he didn't play much that last game. He really was like, he really just didn't. That was a throwaway game against Miami. So just think if that game really meant something if he had to play. He might would have got 4,800. I don't know what that would have done for like MVP race. It seemed like they kind of already had their mind set on Aaron Rodgers or Pat Mahomes. So I got Rich. Let me see what you got. 5,024, 42 touchdowns. That's in the air. 6 rushing, 8 INTs. I'll take that all day long. Now, if he comes back and does that again, now what do they have to say then? What they're gonna do? They're gonna get MVP to Pat Mahomes. They're gonna give it back to Aaron Rodgers, or try to figure out the way to give it to this guy, that guy. I mean, once you look at their stats together, I mean, he had more touchdowns than. Let me look at my notes. He had more touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers altogether, right? Well, rather, and he threw for more yards. He threw for more yards than Aaron Rodgers. He had more touchdowns than Pat Mahomes. Excuse me. So. And they were trying their best to try to figure out. So if it's that close, to me, go and give it to somebody else who ain't had it. But hey, I'm a Bills fan, so I might be a little biased. I'm like this. Why can't I keep giving flowers to somebody else who already has a garden? You know what I'm saying? So why don't you just go ahead? Okay, you look over this cat here. He is the most valuable player. Don't try to stick him with the most improved player. He's the most important to the reason why we went 13-3, because we didn't have a run game. Aaron Rodgers had at least a decent run game behind him with 2 backs. 3 if you count A.J. Dillon. And Pat Mahomes, they had an okay run game. It was kind of like ours. But I digress. Maybe I'm going on too long. Maybe I'm talking outside my neck. Am I wrong? Bills Mafia, let me know. Do y'all feel like that he should have gotten the MVP? Which I think everybody should agree with me. That's all I've been seeing up and down on my Twitter timeline and Facebook and all that good stuff there during the season. So let me move along to my next one. All right. 4th quarter comebacks, game-winning drive. Somebody tell me how many game-winning drives, how many 4th quarter comebacks he got right now without cheating. Somebody. Right quick. But I think just for seeing, and this is a disclaimer. I'm doing this show just for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of start a little discussion amongst Bills Mafia. For my button-up Bills Mafia fans that's like, no, who cares about this? Who cares about those? I understand all that. Even Josh probably knows that. I mean, I'm quite sure he knows that he's just winning and getting to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl. That's the main thing. But it's just kind of a fun little debate, startup, maybe just kind of have you thinking, what could his ceiling be this year? I think, I don't even think he's really even reached the ceiling in year 3. But 4th quarter comeback, game-winning drive. I need out of him 4 4th quarter comebacks or game-winning drive, no matter how they stack up. Because just last year he got 3. His second year he got 5, and his first year he got 3. So he has 11 situations, 11 game-winning drives, and 8 4th quarter comebacks. Let me catch this comment right quick. Iron Mike, what it do? Appreciate you checking in. Nah, he doesn't have 20. He's on pace. He's really on pace to like beat some of the guys that may have gold jackets someday. I'm thinking about doing a trial of Josh Allen piece or whatever later on this week. I might record it and edit it. Because I did one last year. It seemed like it did pretty well. It went pretty well with the Bills Mafia. Everybody liked it. I think I'm gonna state a case for him to be an MVP. Now I'm gonna put that in there. But now Big Mike, Iron Mike, no, he only has 11 of those situations. 8 4th quarter comebacks, 11 game-winning drives. You can go check it out. Stat check me if I'm tripping. Yeah. But and reason why I would like 4 of those situations. This is my This is my method behind the madness. I would rather just when I'm watching the game, give me something to win. When my team is down, I know I could depend on this guy to bring us back. I mean, he's done it before. For those situations shouldn't be ideal. I wouldn't want my team down every game, but it's kind of seemed like coming down the stretch when we were just putting 30, 40 on people. It's like I think we got kind of comfortable once we faced Kansas City. We got to know how to face a little bit more adversity because those three we had, those like kind of early in the season. I think one was against Miami in that fourth quarter where he drove us down. Then the one against the Rams. I can't think what the other one was. If somebody know what game that is, let me know. Yeah, but those fourth quarter comebacks, game on the drives, I would like to see 4 of those. Let me move over to my next one. All right, now scheduling this year. As we all know, we're facing the AFC North, AFC South, excuse me, and the NFC South. And we know we play the Pittsburgh Steelers, also in the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, these are my breakdowns of how I think that I would like for Josh to operate to help us get to where we want to be. Now, the first on that list, fringe teams. Now, I named this category fringe teams is bad because you got teams that are right there that might be like evenly talented, might be jockeying for a position, even though like the Saints, they're in the NFC, they really wouldn't be in our way other than the Colts and the Titans. Those are teams that are just right there. I mean, they're not championship caliber, but they will be playoff teams. Teams that you might not want to lose to, and you want to lose your footing or lose your setting as far as seeding. And it might come back to bite you in the end. You might have to go out and face them at their home or this, that, and the third. And the Saints, I feel like without Drew Brees, they're still a set and put together team. They still have what I say is a playoff caliber team. No matter, I don't know who they may add as far as quarterback. Could it be Deshaun Watson? Could James Winston actually be that dude? You know what I'm saying? Could he actually be that last piece? Or could they turn over to Taysom Hill? And he actually be that guy that takes the franchise to another level. I don't know. But sitting today, as it looks, I think they're on the fringe. These and my thought as far as these three teams right here, I think we need to go 3-0. Reason why I'm saying 3-0 because these are playoff type teams. If you can't beat these guys right here who are gonna be in the playoffs, then there's no way you're gonna be able to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of the world, or the Kansas City Chiefs, or hell, whoever knows who the next team that may come up out of the AFC. You're not gonna be able to face those teams if you can't get past the fringe teams. Now, if any fan of these teams is watching now, I'm not saying anything negative about your team, but I'm just saying these are good teams. They're on the fringe. You might not want to lose footing to them, like with the Saints. That says more if you can still beat playoff teams, no matter what division they're in. All right. So tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Like I said, this is Draper J. This is all about the Bills live show, Monday Night Mafia. If you're checking me out on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And tell a friend all about the Bills is in. If you check me out on Facebook, make sure you spread the word. Trying to build a brand over here. All right, now let me move over to my next topic. Top dogs. Of course, the Chiefs. Of course, the Bucks and the Steelers. My Steelers fans don't get too hype out there. You know what I'm saying? I threw y'all in there because y'all were the third seed and y'all had a stranglehold on that first and second seed for a little minute till things happen later on in the season. Who knows what's going to happen with Big Ben? Is he going to fall all the way off the map, or is he going to be a Hall of Fame type quarterback this year? I think he still has a little bit left. But moving over to the subject at hand. All right, now, top dogs. These guys are going to be teams, or these teams are going to be the teams that's going to be either you're going to face them one way or the other. Bucks, I know they're in the NFC South, but they have Tom Brady. They're the Super Bowl champs. If you can't beat the Super Bowl champs, then it's going to look bad. Like, okay, you can't beat Tampa. How you going to get past the Chiefs? And, of course, this is just regular season we're talking about. But regular season says a lot because you go through adversity throughout the whole season. even with the fringe teams, even with the top dogs. So I say between the Chiefs, Steelers, Bucks, 2-1. Winning record against your top dogs, the guys that are going to be in your way. And you know what I'm saying? I only did like these 6 teams because the rest of the schedule, you know, in quotation, it looks like it's going to be easy. But, you know, just the NFL, nothing is easy. Nothing is given to you. I won't want anything given to me. I want to work for everything. So who knows what team may make a move this offseason and actually be a contender. But sitting right now, it's the Chiefs, Steelers, Bucks. You have to go 2-1 against those teams. My reason being, like I just said, if you can't beat this team, especially if they did X, Y, Z the season before, the Chiefs were just in the Super Bowl. The Steelers were. I really don't know how. You know, they fell off at the end of the year. I don't. You know, I think they lost focus, but they're to me still gonna be in the way because they have a damn good defense. The only thing Big Ben has to do is just get them 20, 25 points. Now, what we did to that defense, you know, hey, they're gonna be ready for us this year. They're gonna not let us just walk in the building and just, you know, do what we want. Y'all let me know what's going on in the comment section. Let me catch your comment. My cuz, Ty Taylor, appreciate you for checking in. AATB is 5. Appreciate that, most definitely. Tell a friend to tell a friend now. The hashtag AATB is in. Y'all hit me with a hashtag AATB. Let me know you're rocking with me. All right, now. Let me move over to my next subject. My next. All right, now. We're gonna get into the defensive ends in the draft. We lost out on jjwatt. So our next move is, like I said, like I've kind of said all day long, is cap casualties. We gotta move on to that. Whoever gets let go, see what we can do with their cast characters. Who knows may end up coming out there and falling into our lap. Who knows? But I think it's gonna most likely be the draft. Now, looking through my notes, thumbing through my notes, brother. I checked out guys like Jalen Phillips from Miami, Quiddy Pay from Michigan, Rashad Weaver out of Pitt. Make sure. Let me set it up better. All right, Joe Tryon, Washington. Gregory Rousseau. You got Carlos Basham. Now, this next dude, this is the one that really stuck out to me. Carlos Basham out of Wake Forest. Like I've been saying for the last few weeks, if you followed me from the beginning to now, that Carlos Basham, he has a mean streak. He comes out the ball, uses his hands. He seems like the best athlete that I've seen come out of Wake Forest in a minute, and his defensive lineman. Very athletic. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that mean streak is what drew me to him, because it's like we have a lot of choir boys on our team. A lot of guys that are trusted process guys. Now we need some guys that are going to kind of push the envelope. That's why I thought we were getting, like I said, once again, with Vernon Butler, Quentin Jefferson. I seen, some of the footage where they were, they had like, taking up for my teammate type of attitude. So we didn't get that this year. We didn't get much of that. I don't know what they're going to do with their contract. So hopefully they go ahead and get smart and, give us some of that money back. Maybe Mario Addison. But I digress. Back to Carlos Basham. I think Carlos Basham would be a great fit day one. Plays with his hand in the ground. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with Jerry Hughes. What we're going to do with him? Are we going to keep Jerry? I don't know what the deal is. Me, if we can get Jerry back on a slightly lesser contract to where we can sign some of these guys, cool. But, if he walks in free agency, I won't be upset either. But we're going to need to fill in spots with guys just in case if they don't want this contract that we're offering, somebody else offering more money. I don't know. I don't think Jerry would just leave us hanging because he's been there since day one. He's been through the drought. He was traded from Indianapolis where he didn't fit, where they called him a bust, and then he had a kind of resurgence. And I think because, and if you think about it, now it's coming to me. I mean, once we got rid of Mario Williams and all those guys, then his numbers start falling out. So maybe if we do get a Carlos Basham and keep Jerry, them three y'all must starting to work on me. You're working on me a little bit. I'm starting to think about it. So maybe if we do get a Carlos Basham Maybe rotate in AJ Epinesa on the other side. Maybe grab a stud defensive tackle some kind of way. Maybe hopefully somebody falls to us like second round or maybe to that 30th pick. Maybe Jerry Hughes can, he can be that guy. I think Carlos Basham could probably be like that dude that can be like a steal in the draft and maybe get probably like 10 sacks this year. And then, like I said, if we do actually get a stud defensive lineman on the other side over there, now we can start seeing what we have out of Ed Oliver. Let's see if he's really that dude. Let me check out the comment section. Let me see what y'all think. My guy, hey, Rich, appreciate that. Hashtag AATB. Yeah. My guy, Lee, that's home team. One of me and South Bill Backers fan club mates, man. Appreciate you for checking in, my guy. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love. But yeah, back to Carlos Basham. And I'm going to touch on talk about a few other cats that kind of caught my eye. All right, now, got guys like Gregory Rousseau. I don't know if he's going to fall that far. Then his teammate, Jalen Phillips. I seen that he could play. Jalen Phillips can play a little D tackle. He's long and lanky, he's real bendy. He gets his hands up. And it seems like he might be more fit to play like a 3-4 outside linebacker. But, if you're an athlete, and hopefully you just got that dog and you can get put anywhere. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a pause for the call for a second. If you check me out on Facebook, like and share. Tell a friend the hashtag AATB is in. Let's make this thing trend. If you check me out on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a video, go live, anything I put out there. You'll stay current on all the hashtag AATB. If you're into podcasts, go over to aatb.buzzsprout.com. It has the podcast right there on the interface. It has the podcast right there, or you can go to any one of the tabs to drop down wherever you can subscribe to. I'm on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pandora, and any one of your podcast providers. I'm out there. I cast a very wide net. And then if you go on aatb.buzzsprout.com, if social media is your thing, it has a link to all my social media platforms. Also, then it has the YouTube link right there also. So now, before I get out here, let me go ahead and jump into a few of these defensive linemen. All right. Anybody know anything about Rashad Weave out of Pitt? When I saw Rashad Weave out of Pitt, he was like a bull rush specialist. You know what I'm saying? He uses his hands. He's like a one move straight to the line, straight to the quarterback type guy. And then, like I said, it may not be the prettiest. And sometimes, even when jjwatt, let's go back to that. When jjwatt first came out, I used to watch Wisconsin, or wherever he played. I think it was Wisconsin. But I wasn't just blown away by damn, dude just gets the job done. And that's why I think it was Rashad Weaver. He's just one of those guys that just gets the job done. He gets to the quarterback. Let's see. I've been going on 28 minutes in here. What y'all got for me? Throw me a question before I get out of here. I'm trying to keep the show at least 30, 35 minutes or so. What you got for me? Like I said, if you're looking for any more of my content, you're rocking with what I'm doing, go to aatb.buzzsprout.com. Check out the podcast on there, straight from the interface. I have all my social media platform links on there. All right, let me see. Let me get into this last little comment right here before I get out of here. My guy, hey, Rich, you think Carlos Basham will be available at 30? Now, some of the mock drafts have us taking him at 30. I've seen a couple of them that have us taking him at 30. So having him would not be out of the realm. So I think if we can get a guy like that, that would be a blessing. That would be a bet. That will help. That will help us out more, since we already have AJ Epinesa, then you get a Carlos Basham in there. Then you got Ed Oliver. And like I said, whatever we decide to do with Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison, I'd rather cut Addison. They're saying $4 million in dead cap money, but we'll be recouping so much back. But hey, maybe they can reconstruct him too. But you have a young line on the come up. I think a Carlos Basham, he might be that dude to me. I think he might be that guy. But like I said, there's a few of them that have him falling to us. But then I won't be opposed if we got a Zaven Collins. If we had a chance at Zaven, we need to grab him. That's a guy to me that doesn't come out the field. You got a Joseph Osaya. He's an outside linebacker, but he mostly plays with his hand in the dirt. So he could be a rushing end for us. You know what I'm saying? Any one of these guys, like Quiddy Pay, I don't see him falling to us. Maybe a Jalen Phillips. Maybe a Jalen Phillips. Let me jump to this other comment. My guy, Iron Mike. Do you see in the Patrick Johnson tape? No, I'm not familiar with Patrick Johnson. Who do you play for? Yeah. Hit me. Yeah. I'm always up for trying to find like new prospects to check out. Cause like a lot of these guys that I watch, they're gonna probably be first 2 rounds. Depending on how the top of the draft goes, they're gonna probably fall. Some of them gonna fall maybe to us, but not all of them. Yeah, I always like to look at guys. Patrick Johnson. Yeah, let me know. Either in the chat or in the comment. Let me know where he from, Iron Mike. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm always down for it. But once again, before I get out of here, this is all about the Bills. Monday Night Mafia. Once again, tell a friend that hashtag AATB is in. Let's make this thing trend, and I'm out of here. Go Bills.